काल आदाब नमस्ते। मैं सिमरनदीप कौर आप सारे दर्शकों का 5 टीवी मीडिया पर स्वागत करती हूँ। इस टाइम मैं खड़ी हूँ IEI कॉम्प्लेक्स में, जहाँ पे प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर भावना शर्मा FIA चेयरमैन और कमेटी द इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग के साथ सहयोग के साथ डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ टेलीकम्युनिकेशन आज वर्ल्ड टेलीकम्युनिकेट और इंफॉर्मेटिव सोसाइटी डे मना रहे हैं। जिनमें यहाँ पे अब चीफ़ गेस्ट जो हैं वो श्री विजय कुमार सुरेंद्र जी और साथ में श्री प्राचीश खन्ना जी आए हुए हैं और आज जो है इंफॉर्मेटिव सोसाइटी डे मनाया जा रहा है। आइए देखते हैं तस्वीरें।
Forecast. Glad to see future slides on that. How it is working for the weather technology. Artificial technology shows potential to manage climate change. Machine learning is not used to identify demand of energy and energy generation in real time that helps to create optimized smart grids. Such artificial intelligence can transform waste to monitoring of habits. What do you mean by monitoring of habits? Monitoring of habits means we can detect the species that are not favoring us. We can keep them under control through digital technology. Digital intelligence and sustainable diversity. Artificial intelligence can transform waste to monitoring of habits. Please slide 14. Artificial intelligence technology is helpful to detect the change in land, such as 14. Change in land such as forest cover change. See here, this is the city and this is the satellite above. We are all sending signals and getting the data in respect of forests and greenland, lakes and fish and forests. We collect the data and then we plan how to go further for their sustainability. Artificial technology provides ways to manage oceans in sustainable ways. To protect species, there are systems of machine learning enable to track locations as well as number of individual species. Slide number 15. This is camera traps. What critters do when we are not watching? We don't watch them. We are not able to watch these critters. But our digital technology takes care of them. They give us the feedback. And we work on that, our strategies. Then regarding water is valuable for the people. Smart meters assets are managed by water intelligence. Such approaches help to detect real-time water flow, leaks in water, malfunctioning meters. And then now the project water and reservoirs can be better managed through digital technology. Policies, decisions regarding water management are enhanced by applying artificial intelligence techniques. These examples suggest that artificial intelligence is very useful to support sustainable development. These examples suggest that artificial intelligence plays a significant role in water saving efforts and management of water resources. The artificial intelligence can forecast the pattern of weather, also analyze water conditions. Slide number 21. And soil conditions. This information is helpful to predict future drought conditions to avoid any negative effect. Machine learning is used with physical models to evaluate plans to crisis management and results of cleaning systems. And these can be used from a single house to the city level. And thus, the sustainable solution provided by the artificial intelligence to manage air quality reveals that new technologies have great potential to address environmental issues and foster sustainability. It is also found that artificial intelligence helps to provide warning regarding quality of air. Traffic flow in the urban cities is optimized by sensors. So we have sensors That is the invention. Various digital appliances related to disasters. Slide number this. This is the impact of 10 emergency management trends and innovations due to digital applications. We had, with each of them, there is given how much of impact we had at the ground level, at the global level. Each implication of technology. Digital innovation for digital resilience and weather. 21 that we have shown, and then we come to digital intelligence and sustainable agriculture, interest of agriculture. The role of artificial intelligence in sustainable agriculture is also found. Farm level data through precision agriculture, automated data collection is possible with use of artificial intelligence. Thus, the artificial intelligence is helpful to improve the resource efficiency of agriculture. It is helpful in agriculture also. We can spread manure, we can even farrowing we can do with the digital machinery. And then digital evolution in traffic transportation and engineering. We have a single slide, that is slide number at 25. You can see full motor lighting, comprehensive CCTV cameras, driver information signals, digital enforcement technology, new lightweight gantries, new emergency roadside telephones, emergency refuge, hard shoulder running signals, sensors. These are in road technology. Traffic and transport is monitored. We have great hopes for the future in this respect, for saving accidents, for our saving time on the roads, for saving the fuel. You know, if we are efficient on roads, our overall fuel requirement will be reduced. Our energy saving will be there. And this is digital technologies I have shown in 26. That is intelligence, ITO, traffic management surveillance, automated fare collection, electronic toll collection, and road infrastructure monitoring. This all through digital work that we are using these technologies, and I have given what is the result of applying these technologies on the highways. And the final conclusion comes. The analysis of role of digital technology reveals
To have him with us on this occasion, and he shall throw the light on the theme topic, precisely digital innovation for sustainable development. Let's hear to him. Thank you, sir. Please.
Thank you, Mr. Tikku. Respected Shri Subhendra Saab, Additional DG, JNK LSA, Mr. Ravi Chamyal, Chairman, Institution of Engineers, Mr. Tikku, and all the eminent engineers who have gathered here. I can also see our senior CCA also here. So, thanks for giving me this opportunity to deliver this keynote address. I'm very happy for that. I'll give you the connection between our department and the ITU, the International Telecommunication Union, as you all know. So, in ITU, there are 193 member countries. India is one of them. And India's membership in ITU is represented by my own department, which is Department of Telecommunications, and this is the DOT also has the admin right for all ITU activities in India. So suppose tomorrow Institution of Engineers wishes to take the membership of ITU, that application will be routed through my Department of Telecommunications. So one of my colleague, Deputy Director General International Relations in my headquarters at Delhi. So he is declared as the focal point for IT in India. So as Tikku Sahab also mentioned, actually he is the person who has the right to cast votes on behalf of India in IT elections. So in 2022, the IT elections are held every 4 years, which is that event is called Plenipotentiary Conference. So in 2022, last Plenipotentiary Conference was held. So there, on behalf of India, DDG IR at that time, he casted vote, and I was privileged to be there in Romania to witness.
जी रेड्डी साहब सर अपने नाम और डेजिग्नेशन
मैं सचिन टिक्कू, ऑनररी सेक्रेटरी ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ इंजीनियर्स, जम्मू लोकल सेंटर। आज जो वर्ल्ड टेलीकम्युनिकेशन एंड इंफॉर्मेशन सोसाइटी डे यहाँ पे सेलिब्रेट किया जा रहा है, बिकॉज पूरे दुनिया भर में इस चीज़ को माना जाता है कि जितना इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी मीन्स जिसको हम नॉर्मल भाषा में इंटरनेट या कम्युनिकेशन मीडियम कहते हैं, जितना वो ज़्यादा एडवांस होगा उतना ज़्यादा लोग ईजिली कम्युनिकेट कर पाएंगे, जुड़ेंगे एक दूसरे से। लेकिन उसके साथ साथ उसके हैजर्ड्स भी हैं। जिस तरीके से हम चैलेंजेस उसके फेस कर रहे हैं कि सस्टेनेबिलिटी मींस जितना हम ज़्यादा कनेक्टेड हो रहे हैं मोबाइल के थ्रू, उतना हम फिजिकली लोगों से नहीं मिल रहे हैं, उतने ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स और भी अलग तरीके से आ रही हैं। जहाँ सोल्यूशंस हैं वहाँ प्रॉब्लम्स भी हैं। लेकिन ये भी देखना ज़रूरी है कि इंटरनेट हर एक के पास हो, ताकि वो अपनी ईज में भी आज जो बिजनेसेस हैं ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं, जिस तरीके से यूपीआई सिस्टम आप देख रहे हैं इंडिया में डेवलप हुआ, इतना प्रोग्रेस कर रहा है कि आज आप कहीं पे भी जाते हैं आप कैशलेस पेमेंट्स कर रहे हैं। तो ये भी एक इनोवेशन टेक्नोलॉजीज की वजह से ही आज पॉसिबल है। सस्टेनेबिलिटी इसमें भी आती है, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं सस्टेनेबिलिटी का गोल ये है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों तक जो है इंटरनेट पहुँचे। आज भी दुनिया भर में 2.6 बिलियन ऐसे लोग हैं जिनके पास इंटरनेट फैसिलिटी नहीं है। तो हमें उन लोगों तक भी इंटरनेट को पहुंचाना है, और साथ साथ में एनवायरनमेंट को लेके भी ये इंश्योर करना है कि ये जो भी हम एडवांसमेंट्स करें वो सस्टेनेबल हो और लोगों को इसका नेगेटिव इफेक्ट नहीं पड़े और पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट ही इसका मैक्सिमम हो। और टेक्नोलॉजी जितनी भी, जैसे 4G के बाद 5G आएगा, 5G के बाद और कोई टेक्नोलॉजीज आएंगी, उनकी वजह से भी एनवायरनमेंट पे इम्पैक्ट ना पड़े। और लेकिन एडवांसमेंट तो करनी है, साथ साथ में वो एडवांसमेंट ऐसी होनी चाहिए जिसके कि हमारी कम्युनिटी पे कोई इफेक्ट ना हो, नेगेटिव इफेक्ट ना हो, और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हमारा पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट की तरफ है। थैंक यू।